Thank you for everybody. Let me share one of my family story. People always say, run as fast as you can. Yes, but do you know what you're running for? I don't. Even I come from a running family. You know, my first person was my grandpa. He running from South China to North China to open his own import and export business. Maybe people know he was from a rich family, so they set a trap. Then my grandpa had a huge loss in his business. And this caused my great-grandpa have to sell much of his land to rescue him out from the north of China. On the way back to south and on the way back home, when my grandpa, he heard a speech about a new journey about American Learning Way in the Beijing University. My grandpa, with his empty wallet and very short and dual pencil, passed the college test. And this caused my great-grandpa sold the rest of his land to support my grandpa's running dream in Beijing. Unfortunately, the north is more colder, and it's like a pandemic today. My grandpa got a lung infection, and he died 6 months before his graduation. And 2 months later, my grandma died. Unfortunately, on that time, my father was 4 years old. And my great-grandpa sold most of his land. And now he had to move to a poor village with my grandma to raise my father, and my father only 4 years old. And it was my great-grandma who raised my father a homeschooling in her kitchen. My great-grandma, he pays all my grandpa's certificate and award on the kitchen wall. My great-grandpa have a first speech, English speech from Beijing University and many math competition. And this encouraged my father grow up as a self-learner. And my father, he did very well, but he was a homeschooling. The first time he go to school is when he was 13 years old. He very good at the Chinese because my great-grandma told him about 1,000 words and poetry in Chinese. But the first day of the school test, my father got 100% pass the Chinese test, but he failed. He got a 0 score in math. My father's math was good. He good at abacus. He can count. But the reason is because my father never learned Arabic numeral 1, 2, 3. But after 1 week, he learned those numerals, and he became one of the top 5 students from his school and all the way to high school. And then my father running to Taiwan University. Running runs my family. It took a long time for me to realize after Taiwan and China separated at 1949, my father lost all his college fund. He didn't have any funding to continue his college education. And then my father gave up and then started to raise me up. He put all his dream and talent dream, raise me up. And it really took me a long time to realize my father worked very hard to raise me and spoil me and let me learn everything I want to learn. And until the day I left Taiwan, I gonna heading to USA in the airport. My father finally told me this family story. And then he told me America had many things you must learn and keep running, don't stop. Well, on that time, I'm still young. I said, oh, yeah, I know. My father was happy, let me go. And I am very happy to my new world, Texas. Yes, we both keep running very well, even now. My father was 95 years old. He's still, doing one math problem daily from algebra. And he still open the English dictionary, learn some English word. But don't surprise because he was like English, but he never speak out loud English. If he saw you in the morning, he might say, hi, G-O-O-D, M-O-R-N-I-N-G. He never speak English, so he know all the spelling. But my father, he like English, and then I like English too. But I never met a good English teacher. Until I've been in America about 30 years, until 20 years ago. I go to the English speech club, Toastmaster, to learning my English. And I met Susan, and Susan told me, Shiny, you run, I run, he runs, she runs. Oh my. In Chinese, run is run, he run, she run. We never change the word run and not mention that the run, that irregular verb. English is very tough. And those struggling, even nowadays, I knew it, I still cannot change it. I still learning. But not mention that, I kind of remind myself, my grandpa had been running to Beijing. My father was running to Taiwan, and I am running too. But what am I running for? Not long ago, I grew up from Toastmaster Speech Club. I got the answer when finally, about 10 years in the Toastmasters, I need to be a contest chair to fulfill my final achievement. But poor English like me, how can I be a contest chair? Who gonna help me? But on that time, I have a mentor, Mickey, he helped me. He told me step by step. And when I saw my volunteer sign-up sheet was full, when I saw one of the members, Stephanie, write down, put me in anywhere you need me. On that moment, my heart feel the help of the volunteer. They are a giver with a warm temperature, and this changed my life. So after that, I start to volunteer, to step out to help, even just an event's greeting, standing in the front door. Hi, howdy. Hi, how are you today? I'm still learning, and personal is growing from there. So after I volunteer and after I step out, I learn what's American Learning Way. It's when you need help, call out help. When you can help, go help. You help. And this is the American Learning Way. My great-grandpa, my grandpa, my father was follow. Finally, I got it. This is the American Learning Way. So I really deep appreciate. Let me share what I learned to you today. And we not run as fast as you can, but we run as far as you can. Thank you, running with me. Thank you for listening to my personal story. Thank you.
That was a very good presentation. Thank you, Shiny. That was really nice.